मुंबई हमले की सबसे बड़ी गवाह स्टार न्यूज के कैमरे के सामने मास्टरमाइंड का सच बताएगी। हमले का ब्लूप्रिंट कहां तैयार हुआ, किसने की मुंबई में रेकी, ये महिला पाकिस्तान के घिनौने चेहरे से पर्दा उठाएगी। ये औरत है 26/11 के गुनहगार डेविड कोलमैन हेडली की सबसे बड़ी राजदार। ये डेविड के साथ साय की तरह रहती थी। इसमें बसती थी डेविड हेडली की जान। ये डेविड के साथ मुंबई भी आई थी। जब हेडली मुंबई में हमले की साजिश रच रहा था तो वो उसके साथ थी। वो लियोपोल्ड कैफे भी गई थी जहां हमले में 8 बेगुनाह मारे गए थे। यह होटल ताज में हनीमून स्वीट में ठहरी थी। यह होटल ओबरॉय ट्राइडेंट में भी ठहरी थी। मुंबई में और कहां कहां गया था डेविड हेडली, किससे मिला था और पाकिस्तान में कहां रहता था, लश्कर से क्या संबंध है हेडली का, और कैसे अंजाम दिया मुंबई हमले की साजिश को। 163 लोगों की मौत का जिम्मेदार डेविड कोलमैन हेडली के एक एक राज खोलेगी स्टार न्यूज के कैमरे पर ये महिला। और वो महिला है फायजा ओ तलहा। 14 महीने, 8 देश, 11 शहर, मुंबई से पाकिस्तान, बैंकॉक, अमेरिका और यूरोप के कई देशों में छानबीन के बाद सुराग मिले मोरक्को में। मोरक्को का शहर मेकनेस, जहां फायजा रहती है।
इस शहर से जुड़ी है एक आतंक के षड्यंत्र की कहानी, जिसमें प्यार है, नफरत है, जुदाई है और है खौफ, जान जाने का खौफ। 26/11/2008 मुंबई में हुए आतंकी धमाके के मुख्य आरोपी डेविड कोलमैन हेडली की जान यहां बसती है।
सबसे पहले स्टार न्यूज ने बैंकॉक में ढूंढ निकाला फायजा के दोस्त जॉर्ज को। जॉर्ज अमेरिकन नागरिक है और उसके साथ फायजा भारत में कई हफ्ते रही थी और फिर हम पहुंचे फायजा तक। जब हेडली मुंबई हमले की साजिश रच रहा था तब फायजा हेडली के साथ मुंबई आई थी। हेडली के हर एक राज की राजदार है फायजा, और आज स्टार न्यूज पर फायजा देश के सबसे बड़े दुश्मन के राज पर से पर्दा उठाएगी। कैसे उसने मुंबई हमले की साजिश रची, लश्कर के आकाओं से हेडली की क्या बातें हुई, ये 26/11 की सबसे बड़ी पड़ताल है। कौन है ये फायजा, क्या रिश्ता है हेडली का फायजा के साथ, और क्यों आई थी फायजा मुंबई। ये वो सवाल थे जिनकी पड़ताल बेहद जरूरी थी। स्टार न्यूज ने छानबीन शुरू की तो पता चला कि फायजा 26/11 की सबसे बड़ी गवाह है। वो 26/11 की राजदार है। वो 26/11 के मास्टरमाइंड डेविड हेडली की सबसे बड़ी राजदार है। वो हेडली की तीसरी पत्नी है। जी हां, बिल्कुल सही सुना आपने, डेविड कोलमैन हेडली की पत्नी। वो पत्नी जिसने हेडली से पाकिस्तान में निकाह किया और लाहौर में दोनों साथ साथ रहे।
You lived with him where? In Lahore or Islamabad? When you were married, where did you live with him?
I lived with him in Lahore.
Okay. And you were married in Lahore? Your nikah happened in Lahore?
Yes.
Both your families were there?
No.
Only his family was there?
Only me and him. We did it together.
स्टार न्यूज की तहकीकात के दौरान फायजा ने एक ऐसा सच बताया जिसे सुनकर आप हैरान रह जाएंगे। मुंबई हमले से ठीक पहले फायजा ने खुद ताज होटल में फोन करके कहा था कि उसका पति हेडली क्रिमिनल है और वो ताज होटल पर हमला करने वाला है। वो ताज होटल में धमाके भी कर सकता है।
आपने मुझे कहा कि आपने ताज होटल को फोन किया, कराची में फोन किया, पर किसी ने आपकी नहीं सुनी थी। You kept on telling, complaining people, and people thought you were crazy.
I visited the embassy and I told them that this man is a criminal. I heard he's in drugs. I heard he's in arms smuggling. I heard he's a criminal. He's gonna bomb Mumbai. He's gonna bomb Karachi. I called Taj Mahal. I was telling them, listen, this guy's gonna bomb you. This is his name. This is the room we were in. I called the Karachi hotel. But, I mean, I didn't know for sure this is happening. I was just making a drama, going crazy.
No one believed
I wanted
you.
someone to catch David.
I understand.
Wanted them to hold him.
Yes. And when you did this, no one believed you.
No, they made me look like a crazy person. I mean, I was talking, nobody even gave me time, like, for anything I said. He was protected. He was protected. Even when I went to the American embassy, they were like protecting him. They were telling me, go to hell. He's an American citizen.
आखिर 26/11 से फायजा का क्या संबंध है? फायजा 26/11 की सबसे बड़ी राजदार कैसे बन गई? तो जरा गौर से सुनिए। एक आतंकी की पत्नी 26/11 के मास्टरमाइंड के सबसे बड़े राज का खुलासा करने जा रही है। छब्बीस 11 से पहले हेडली जब मुंबई हमले की साजिश रचने और हमले के लिए रेके करने मुंबई आया था तो उसके साथ एक लड़की भी आई थी जो उसके साथ मुंबई के ताज होटल में ठहरी थी। वही ताज होटल जिस पर आतंकियों ने हमला किया था और 60 घंटे तक मौत का तांडव किया। वो लड़की कोई और नहीं बल्कि डेविड हेडली की पत्नी यानी खुद फायजा थी।
How was your honeymoon in Mumbai?
Yeah, I mean, it was nice. It was nice, but it was tense, and I, you know, the end of the week, I missed my flight. I had stomach ache, and I didn't leave because of the tension, and I wanted to stay. I wanted to have more time and have good time and fun, but he was acting strange and not a honeymoon. He told me maybe for something else. For me, it was honeymoon, but for him, it was not. I think he was trying to use me for something.
You had idea then?
No, of course not.
So where all you had gone with him?
Well, I had only Mumbai and I think Kolaba. I don't remember the places.
You stayed at Taj.
We visited different restaurants and we had nice food in there. Some nice place for, you know, we were enjoying the food of Mumbai, and I don't really remember, but I visited these hotels, Taj Mahal and the Sheraton, I think, Sheraton Hotel, and yeah, the presidential, yes, I visited this place.
Okay. Was it a honeymoon suite at Taj?
Yes, yes, that was great. I mean, I liked it. It was like nice, sweet.
Okay. Which was on the top, where you see the entire sea?
Well, yeah, I could, yeah, but I can't remember everything. I could see the sea at in one place, but in another place I couldn't see.
2007 में ही फायजा दोबारा मुंबई आई, लेकिन तब वो अकेले आई थी, क्योंकि हेडली उस वक्त मुंबई में ही था और अपना नेटवर्क तैयार कर रहा था। भारतीय जांच एजेंसी NIA के मुताबिक तब फायजा मैसेंजर के तौर पर लश्कर का मैसेज लेकर हेडली के पास आई थी। दूसरी बार हेडली और फायजा होटल ओबेरॉय ट्राइडेंट में ठहरे थे। इस होटल को भी आतंकियों ने अपना निशाना बनाया था और इसी दौरान ये दोनों लियोपोल्ड कैफे भी गए थे। तो क्या फायजा भी इस साजिश में शामिल थी या फिर लश्कर ने उसका इस्तेमाल किया?
Did you go to Leopold?
Leopold, it's a restaurant.
Yes.
I think
Yeah.
it's a restaurant.
Just behind the Taj.
I think I visited this place.
Okay.
I remember he talked to me. They have nice steaks or something.
Yes.
I think.
Okay.
Yeah. So I went there and I ate there. Yeah.
But you also had come to before the attack. You had also come to India alone via Wagah border, where you met George.
Oh. Yes. Sorry. Yes, I did. I came alone, and that time I was a single woman, and I only wanted to forget about all these things that happened to me in Pakistan, and I just was as a tourist over there. That's it. I went, and I liked it. I mean, I stayed in Amritsar for some time, then I went to Dharamsala and then Manali, and it was nice. I liked the trip.
And you
But it has
extended
nothing
your
to
trip for
do
one
with
more
it.
week.
Yes. And everybody was like wondering how I could do this.
How did you do it? It was tough.
Well, I am a legal person. Everything I do is legal. So I went and I was sick and I told them that I need to extend my visa. It was fine. I mean, they look at me, they see me, I'm polite, nice, everything good.
So you're beautiful and charming, and they just stamped your visa.
Maybe, I don't know.
Okay, so you went back again by road from Wagah.
Yes.
George told me that he had come to drop you to a certain point, and then you walked in Pakistan.
Yes, I took a car. I rented a car from Manali to Wagah.
Okay.
I mean, I was left with one day, and I didn't want to have a visa problem, so I took a car.
You took a car and then you went to Pakistan? No, you have to walk and go to Pakistan.
Yeah, I crossed the borders again. Yes, I did cross them.
Okay.
छब्बीस 11 की छानबीन में फायजा अहम गवाह थी। अगर फायजा ना होती तो आज 26/11 का गुनहगार डेविड हेडली शिकागो की जेल में बंद ना होता। अगर फायजा ना होती तो हेडली का राज कभी ना खुल पाता। फायजा ने ही अमेरिकन कॉन्सुलेट को हेडली की आपराधिक गतिविधियों के बारे में पहली बार आगाह किया था, लेकिन तब अमेरिकी अधिकारियों ने फायजा की बात अनसुनी कर दी थी।
Can you understand and speak Hindi?
No, I know little Urdu.
I don't mind. उर्दू अच्छा है।
थोड़ा उर्दू में पता ज़्यादा नहीं है।
ज़्यादा नहीं है, पर आप उर्दू में बोलेंगी तो बहुत अच्छा है। Whatever उर्दू है। फैज़ा, आपने मुझे बताया कि आप ये जो आपने 26/11 नवंबर को देखा था, तो आपको पहले से कुछ अंदाज़ा आ गया था या आप कंप्लेन करने गई थी, US एम्बेसी गई थी, and they didn't believe you?
So they were like quiet. I still remember their faces. They were just standing and like this, and they were laughing at me, and they said, uh, and even I wanted. I wanted to revenge in a bad way. I was even crying, anything. You can't imagine. I was at that time. It's true. I was not in my senses, and I told them one thing. And at one stage, they started laughing. A group of them. There were 4 people, and they say, if you find Bin Laden, this is. Then you will become a millionaire, and I'm gonna marry you. This is the way a guy was talking to me in there. Like they
in the
were
embassy?
laughing at me. Yes, they were FBI members.
फाइजा बता रही है कि जब मुंबई पर हमला हुआ था उस वक्त हेडली पाकिस्तान में बैठा टीवी पर हमले की लाइव तस्वीरें देख रहा था। उसके चेहरे पर कोई खौफ नहीं था। वो बेफिक्र था कि कोई उसे हाथ तक नहीं लगा सकता।
What actually happened when you when you saw all the visuals on television when the same Taj Hotel was attacked and the same Oberoi was attacked? What was your reaction? What was his reaction first time when he saw it?
This happened and about India, and I saw it on TV. Of course, it was a shock. I was afraid. Let me be honest. I didn't think, people die, people live, but I was so much scared. I became pale and I was shaking for 3 days, and I said, my God, oh my God, I said, the police will come to me because I went to the FBI will come to me because I went and I was lying and I was saying things that came true. I was predicting something that came true. So I said, oh my God, they will catch me. And Dawood was laughing, and he was just laughing. He said, keep quiet, nothing will happen to you.
Who said? David said?
Yes, and he was trying to calm me down. I was not normal for 3 days. I was not in my senses. And
wasn't he scared? Because you were scared.
No.
That people will catch you. He wasn't scared that people will catch him someday?
No. Well, there are certain things that happened at that stage, but I really want to keep this to myself. Well, now what happened has happened, so, and I want to keep this information to myself.
You kept
But he was calming me down, and he was not scared at all.
Okay, so he was very confident that no one would touch him. No agency could do anything.
I think he has traveled to India quite a few times afterwards.
बाद में फाइजा की इंफॉर्मेशन पर ही हेडली को सर्विलांस पर रखा गया और 26 नवंबर 2008 को मुंबई में हुए हमले के बाद फाइजा ने एफबीआई के सामने अपने पति डेविड हेडली का हाथ होने का शक जाहिर किया था, जिसके बाद 2009 में हेडली को गिरफ्तार किया गया और फिर 26/11 के इस मास्टरमाइंड का दुनिया के सामने खुलासा हो पाया। फाइजा ने स्टार न्यूज के साथ इस सनसनीखेज इंटरव्यू में खुलासा किया कि हेडली पाकिस्तान में ही रहता था और पाकिस्तान में ही दोनों की पहली मुलाकात हुई और पाकिस्तान में ही दोनों की शादी हुई।
How did you meet
That's
him?
why I want to talk to you. Through somebody over there. I used to know a family member in Pakistan, Pakistani family. Not a family member, sorry. So if I need something, we want to sell something, we want to buy something, we used to visit that person to help us. So I met him in there. One day, I wanted to leave the country, so I met Dawood, and I don't know how it happened. It was so quick.
He
I was young, and
he told our agency that he met you in some party.
I don't know what he's trying to show to the public, but that's not true.
Okay.
It was never true.
Okay.
I mean, I have given certain information to certain people, and no. I mean, I've never met him in a party. I've never, I
So-
knew him at that person's place. I don't know what he tries to say to the world, but today I'm talking here. I want certain rights. I want people to help me. If anyone wanting to know something, let's not dig into my life, or let's not send me anyone like spying on my life. If you want to know something, just come to me and tell me directly. And if you want to write a film, write a book, or make a movie, it's better to tell me, and we could discuss things together. I'm hearing that everyone is, many people are writing articles and making documentaries and stuff like that, and they're saying different stuff, different things. I don't really like that.
26/11 का जिम्मेदार डेविड हेडली फायजा के साथ मारपीट किया करता था। उसकी मारपीट की शिकायत लेकर फायजा पाकिस्तान की अदालत में भी गई थी, जिसके बाद हेडली को जेल भी जाना पड़ा था।
I got divorced in a bad way. He did treat me in a very cheap way, not knowing what happened. He came and he called me for the courtroom. I was called to a courtroom. He didn't divorce me and send me home, or get me a ticket to go home, or talk to me. He did something bad. He sent me a letter calling me for the court. He was asking for it and acting cheap. So when I went to talk to him, I was hit
He hit you?
by his bodyguard and certain things. So I started a case. He asked the other wife asked the bodyguard to hit me, and I thought he's aware of that, but he denied this later. He said he was not aware of what happened. So I had to start a case against him.
That happened in Lahore, Pakistan. He hit you?
Yeah, I was hit, yes. And I started a criminal case against him because people could see my hair. It was really a scandal. And I had...
In the court?
Yes.
And his wife also was there?
Yes, the wife was in that house. So I was disgraced.
You lodge a complaint in the court, or you lodge a complaint because his bodyguard hit you, or he abused you in front of public, to a police station or the court?
I did this on the court and the police station. There were two cases.
Oh my God.
So, and also I was advised to go to the American embassy. So when I went to the American embassy, I called everyone and said, all of his friends, and told them, hey, I'm going to pursue this person through the embassy, and he needs to give me my full rights, my dignity back, my respect.
फायजा 26/11 की इकलौती गवाह है जिसने साजिश करने वाले चेहरों को देखा है, उन लोगों से वाकिफ है जिनके हाथ खून से रंगे हैं। वो भारत के 4 खतरनाक दुश्मनों की एक-एक चाल को जानती है, 4 खौफनाक चेहरों की हकीकत जानती है। जब मुंबई हमले का ब्लूप्रिंट तैयार हो रहा था, जब हमले की साजिश रची जा रही थी, जब मुंबई में हमले की जगह की तस्वीरें खींची जा रही थी, फायजा हर कदम पर गवाह थी भारत पर होने वाले सबसे बड़े आतंकी हमले की। सबसे पहले आप उन 4 चेहरों को देखिए जिन्होंने मुंबई में हमले की साजिश को अंजाम तक पहुंचाया। इन चारों चेहरों को बहुत करीब से देखा है फायजा ने। शिकागो जेल में बंद हमले के प्लॉटर डेविड हेडली की पत्नी है फायजा। वो पाकिस्तान के लाहौर में डेविड के साथ रहती थी और इसी शहर में रहता है भारत का सबसे बड़ा दुश्मन और आतंकियों का आका, लश्कर का चीफ हाफिज सईद। फायजा हाफिज सईद के घर पर डिनर भी कर चुकी है। वो उससे लाहौर की एक मस्जिद में मिल भी चुकी है। फायजा 26/11 के इन 4 चेहरों को बेनकाब करेगी। पहला चेहरा डेविड हेडली, फायजा का पति, 26/11 की साजिश और प्लॉटिंग करने वाला। दूसरा चेहरा हाफिज सईद, लश्कर का चीफ, पता मकान नंबर 116 मोहल्ला जौहर, लाहौर, पाकिस्तान। यह है मुंबई हमले का मास्टरमाइंड। 2001 संसद पर हमले और 11 जुलाई 2006 को मुंबई ट्रेन ब्लास्ट का जिम्मेदार रहमान पाशा। पाशा भी लश्कर का सदस्य है। 26/11 हमले की साजिश में शामिल था रहमान पाशा। फायजा के घर पत्नी अमरीन के साथ आना जाना था रहमान पाशा का। चौथा चेहरा साजिद मीर, लश्कर के इंटरनेशनल ऑपरेशन का हेड, हेडली से करीबी रिश्ते। इन चारों के करीब रही है फायजा। हेडली से कैसे मिली फायजा, मुंबई कब आई और कहां कहां गई? क्या फायजा का उसके पति हेडली और लश्कर ने इस्तेमाल किया मुंबई पर होने वाले आतंकी हमले को अंजाम देने के लिए? फायजा को पता था कि उसके पति डेविड हेडली के संबंध लश्कर के चीफ हाफिज सईद से भी थे। हेडली की मारपीट की आदत से परेशान होकर फायजा हाफिज सईद के पास हेडली की शिकायत लेकर भी गई थी। वही हाफिज सईद जो भारत के मोस्ट वांटेड लिस्ट में शामिल है और जिसे पाकिस्तान की सरपरस्ती और पनाह मिली हुई है। 26/11 और संसद पर हुए हमले में हाफिज सईद के शामिल होने के सबूत भारत पाकिस्तान को सौंप भी चुका है, लेकिन पाकिस्तान में बैठकर हाफिज सईद बड़े आराम से बेखौफ लश्कर का संचालन करता है और भारत पर हमले की साजिश रचता रहता है। उसी हाफिज सईद के पास फायजा डेविड हेडली की शिकायत लेकर गई थी।
फैजा, फॉर योर ऑनर, आपको आपके मौलवी ने बोला कि आप हाफिज सईद से जाकर मिलिए, वो शायद आपको न्याय दिलाएंगे क्योंकि डेविड हेडली उनकी सुनता था। आप उनको मिली तो उनका रिएक्शन क्या था?
I went to Hafiz Said after I visited the embassy, and they said at last, I heard that David goes to that mosque and he has friends over there. So I went in there and I talked to after several hours from morning to evening, and I waited there in the mosque with a lot of women. They were like checking me up from head to toe. I didn't know who is Hafiz Said, what does he do, who is he personally. I just went to an imam of a mosque because I'm a Muslim. I needed a Muslim to stand for me. To be honest, I was lost. There was no Muslim, no non-Muslim, nobody next to me. There was nothing, no rights. Everything was black. I was hit. I was mistreated. I was ignored. I was vulnerable. I was alone. I was treated like a cockroach, like nothing. You know?
So he heard you?
I had to do something. Well, he finally invited me to his place. He invited me for dinner with his wife and children. And yeah, he heard what I got to say. And he said, I don't know your husband, but I'm gonna send few people to give me the address, give me the phone, and I'm gonna try to do my best because you are a foreigner here and all that. So,
but
that's it.
In the hindsight, now that David is in his trial, he has mentioned that he had been trained with Lashkar-e-Taiba. So the same Hafiz Said who was chief of Lashkar-e-Taiba, how could he would have said that he didn't know David at all? You said that he didn't know your husband.
I said what he told me. I'm telling you what he told me, what I know. I don't know certain things. Why don't you ask him, Sheila? You make me laugh in this part.
One more thing.
No, I know what I'm telling you what happened.
But then
So,
was he
another thing?
Okay.
You know, one time I was following Hafiz Said in a way I could have been killed. They thought I don't know what. I was trying to follow him. I tell you,
Why?
I was trying. I not seeing anybody. I was just seeing Faiza, the single, not Faiza. I was seeing the woman, the foreigner single woman that was mistreated in a foreigner country. I was not only fighting for Faiza, but any woman. I don't like to see women treated bad, especially when they are nice and honest and serious. So I
Faiza,
was fighting.
Faiza, David was mad after you met Hafiz Saeed. He was mad at
He
you.
was mad.
Was he upset?
David was not mad at me about anything I've done.
पाकिस्तान चीख चीख कर दुनिया से कहता आ रहा है कि 26/11 से उसका कोई संबंध नहीं है, लेकिन अब जरा फाइजा की ये बातें सुनिए जो पाकिस्तान के नापाक मंसूबे की पोल खोल देगी। भारत ने लश्कर तैयबा और आईएसआई के हाथ होने के कई सबूत पाकिस्तान को सौंपे हैं, लेकिन पाकिस्तान ने मानने से इनकार कर दिया। लेकिन अब पाकिस्तान इस बात से कैसे इनकार करेगा कि मुंबई हमले के मास्टरमाइंड हेडली का लश्कर तैयबा से ही रिश्ता है और हेडली के घर पर हुआ करती थी लश्कर की मीटिंग। रहमान पाशा लश्कर के लिए काम करता है और पाशा और उसकी पत्नी अंबरीन का हेडली और फायजा के घर आना जाना हुआ करता था। इनके अलावा हेडली के संबंध लश्कर के इंटरनेशनल ऑपरेशन के हेड साजिद मीर से भी थे। ये वो नाम हैं जो 26/11 की जांच के दौरान साजिशकर्ताओं के तौर पर सामने आ चुके हैं।
You never mention about this to Ambreen or his friend who used to come home or be friendly with him, Ambreen's husband, Rahman.
No, no.
You never mentioned this, that he was mistreating you?
No, no. I know. I never mentioned. I used to talk about the way he travels and it's not normal, and he should be like with me, around me, and be there. This is. I didn't talk much about my private life. I mean, whatever I have with.
You never spoke about your private life to Ambreen or Rahman at all?
No. No. I had, my relation with Ambreen only if I get sick, if I need something to get fixed in my place, she would come with her husband to fix that thing and then go. Maybe have a tea and then go. I didn't have a real friendship or something with her or with her husband, of course.
शिकागो जेल में बंद हेडली से फायजा अब कोई रिश्ता नहीं रखना चाहती। वो एक सामान्य जिंदगी गुजारना चाहती है और उसने हेडली के वकील जॉन थाइस के जरिए हेडली को तलाक का नोटिस भी भेज दिया है। हेडली ने जेल से फायजा को एक खत भी लिखा है।
Ever since David has gone to jail in America, in Chicago, has he ever tried to talk to you?
No, through his lawyer. We did communicate through the lawyer,
Did
John
he-
Dice. And
Was there any message for you from David?
yes,
And what did he say?
he called me his, he did call me his little flower. And he was asking me to, everything would be okay. This is in the beginning. And I also was thinking this is all a game and it will finish. And but then there are more things bigger than all this, bigger spies, CIA, FBI, a lot of drama going on. So that's why I finally said, please give me my divorce and I want nothing to do with you.
So वो कब हुआ?
I was still hoping, this is a nightmare. I was still hoping he has nothing to do with all this. I was still hoping this is all a game somehow. You know, him pleading guilty and all that. I was saying, this is a drama, you know. I was asking him to say the truth in the email, and you know, but anyway, well, it's too much.
So when did he send you the last message?
No, it was a year ago. The message was through his lawyer.
All right.
I communicate with him through his lawyer, John Dice. But now, because I told this to a journalist from New York Times, and now I'm telling you also. So even the lawyer is taking precautions now, and he's not really talking to me that much or emailing me. He was asking me, what do you need, Faiza, from David? I said, let him send me a document saying that we are divorced legally and nothing between me and him. But they didn't do this. I've been begging for it.
अब सबसे बड़ा सवाल यह है कि अब तक फायजा कहां थी और मुंबई हमले के 3 साल बाद वो दुनिया के सामने क्यों आ रही है। इतने दिनों तक फायजा खामोश क्यों रही, कहां रही फायजा और अब उसकी मंशा क्या है। क्या उसकी खामोशी का मतलब लश्कर और अपने पति डेविड हेडली को बचाना था या फिर कुछ और, लेकिन क्या।
8 months ago, I was asking for my divorce. The puzzle is clear to me. I know who is he. I know his work as a CIA agent. I know for sure he works for America. So the puzzle things are so clear, and I don't want myself in all this. I really don't want this. I don't deserve this. I don't want hatred from any person in the world.
फायजा की गवाही बेहद अहम है। वो मुंबई हमले की अकेली गवाह है जो देश के दुश्मनों को बेनकाब कर सकती है। फायजा ने जिन 4 चेहरों को बेनकाब किया है, उन्होंने मुंबई हमले को अंजाम दिया, पाकिस्तान की सरजमी से भारत के खिलाफ साजिश रची और हमले किए। हेडली इस वक्त शिकागो की जेल में कैद है, लेकिन एफबीआई की चार्जशीट में हेडली के संबंध 26/11 हमले से नहीं है, जबकि फायजा ने हेडली को मुंबई का सबसे बड़ा गुनहगार बताया है। फायजा ने हेडली के लश्कर से संबंधों का भी खुलासा किया है। हाफिज सईद, रहमान पाशा और साजिद मीर अब भी पाकिस्तान में मौजूद हैं और भारत के खिलाफ आतंकी साजिश में शामिल हैं और आतंकी हमले को अंजाम दे रहे हैं। फायजा ने स्टार न्यूज के साथ अपने इंटरव्यू में पाकिस्तान का असली चेहरा भी दुनिया को दिखा दिया है। फायजा के सनसनीखेज बयान भारतीय जांच एजेंसी के लिए भी बेहद अहम है, क्योंकि फायजा 26/11 की साजिश के दौरान हर कदम पर हेडली के साथ थी और लश्कर के नापाक मंसूबों की भी गवाह है। एक गुनहगार जेल के अंदर है और ये 3 अब भी गिरफ्त से बाहर।